Hey everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time to go save Raubahn, who, we can't do minions in here. Fair enough. Anyways, today it's time to go save Raubahn, who is being held to the death sentence for allegedly his part in assassinating the Sultana. We know he's innocent. We know who did it. We need him alive and free and safe. 1, he's a good person. 2, he's a good ally. We need him. So, let's go ahead and go save him. We'll do minion roulette once we get out of the house. God, I hope we're not too late to save General Raubahn. I should have told you sooner, about the execution but what with the trial and everything. I mean, understandable. It's really big that Raubahn is going to be executed, but also, you were on trial. That's terrifying. You're allowed to let it slip your mind. I'm just glad you remembered quickly. Alphino wishes to share his plan of action for rescuing Raubahn. Though the situation calls for urgency, it would avail us little to charge headlong into Ul'dah without a plan. Before we can formulate a plan, however, we must first learn how things stand in the Sultanate, which is why I propose that we visit Limsa Lominsa. You heard me right. While you were about your altruistic endeavors, I acted as an intermediary in trade negotiations between House Fortam and a Lominsan consortium. During said negotiations, an opportunity to send word to the Admiral presented itself, and I duly seized it. I am happy to report that we yet have a stout ally in Limsa. Yes! The Admiral has pledged her full cooperation in any effort to rescue Raubahn. Oh, that is a huge relief. Oh my god, that is genuinely the biggest load off my mind. Accordingly, I have agreed to meet with her that we might discuss how best to proceed. Naturally, I told her to expect us both. Your presence never fails to embolden our allies, after all. When you arrive in Limsa Lominsa, make yourself known to Sergeant Xanthale at the Bulwark Hall in the lower decks. He will admit you to the bridge. I didn't doubt that we still had the Admiral on our side, and likely the same for Connie Senna over in Gridania. But it is very good to have her willing and ready to actually, make a move in our advantage. Alright. Minion Roulette for today gives us the Wind-Up Founder. Alright, let's make our way over to Limsa. Still got it as my free teleport destination, because it is a very convenient place to go to. Alright, yeah, let's switch over into this coat. It's cold and snowing, but it's not as frigid as Kurthus, so this feels like a reasonable coat to be wearing. Alright then, Alphino, hello, good to see you made it as well. Speak with Sergeant Xanthale when you're ready to meet the Admiral. He will admit us to the bridge. Will do. The Admiral has been expecting you. Just say the word and I will take you to her. Thank you so much, Xanthale.
Friends, 'tis good to see you safe and well. I will admit I had not counted on you seeking, let alone finding refuge within the Holy See, but full glad was I to learn that you had.
Thankfully, we had allies there who took us under their wing, and theirs was not the only aid we receive, I suspect. When we fled Ul'dah, we fully expected to become wanted men, known to all and hounded at every turn. Yet that did not come to pass. On the contrary, 'twould seem the charges against us have not been made public. Might we have you to thank for that, Admiral?
Sharp as ever, Master Alphino. On Marshal Terrapin's urging, the Elder Seed Seer and I demanded that the Syndicate suppress news of the Scion's alleged crimes until such time as irrefutable evidence could be found. Our argument was simple. Lacking proof, to accuse the saviors of the realm of so unlikely a crime would have the people up in arms. In their wisdom, the Syndicate agreed, as you yourself have seen. There is something you should know. Some few days prior to the banquet, the Elder Seedseer and I were summoned for a private audience with the Sultana. There, she revealed her intent to announce her abdication, that she might pave the way for the establishment of an Uldan Republic.
What? But such an announcement would have plunged the entire nation into chaos.
She was well aware of that. 'Twas for fear of what might ensue that she summoned us. Her Grace wanted the Elder Seedseer and I to lend Raubahn a helping hand, you see? To aid him in preserving the peace during the transition.
So, having somehow caught wind of her plan, Lolorito and Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination in the hope of maintaining the constitutional status quo. But they must have known that her death would sow as much chaos as her abdication. Chaos from which Teleji alone might feasibly stand to profit. Surely Lolorito would never knowingly... Could it be? I dare not hope.
The Uldan authorities have yet to announce the Sultana's passing. To allay any suspicion that may arise from Her Grace's absence, they have issued a statement to the effect that she is presently convalescing from illness.
Mayhap they're waiting for a fitting moment to break the news, or mayhap they know of some other reason to delay.
Something else has been bothering me, Admiral. I was dismayed to learn that General Raubahn is to be executed. Yet upon hearing the news, I could not help but wonder why he had been kept alive for so long. Pray mistake not my meaning. I am, of course, overjoyed that our friend still draws breath, and that he might yet be saved. But if his enemies truly wished to eliminate him, they could have done so immediately. I see no reason for this delay.
Aye, you've struck upon an important point, Master Alphino. Following his capture, Raubahn had been held in the Marasaja pit within Uldar. In recent days, however, he has reportedly been moved to an unknown location. Queerly, 'twas not the brass blades who spirited him away either, but a band of soldiers decked in blue.
The Crystal Braves.
Aye. If I read the winds aright, the arrangement between Lord Lolorito and the Braves has come under strain. At any rate, if we're to rescue Raubahn, we'll have to find him first. And you'll be glad to hear that I have already entrusted the task to those best able to see it done. Our friends of Doma.
Raubahn's survival is vital to the Eorzean Alliance. We can ill afford to lose him. But I cannot send troops into Ul'dah. 'Twould spell the end of the Alliance, and war, like as not. If there's to be a rescue, it falls to you and yours to attempt it. I would not have it any other way, Admiral. It was I who founded the Crystal Braves, and I who must take responsibility for their actions. Spoken like a true leader, Master Alphino. By way of a first step, you should seek out our Doman contact. You will find her among the frontier hands at Revenant's Toll working in a kitchen. Alright, not to say the new voice actor is bad by any means. She's definitely good. I do think the gravelly voice of A Realm Reborn's voice actor for Merylvib did fit better. Again, like, new voice actor is still good. I just think that the previous voice actor fit the character better. But since they changed their entire recording studio from the US to UK-based studio, it makes sense that they would not be able to keep the prior voice actor. Though it's useless to dwell upon the past, I often wonder if I could have and should have done more for you and Raubahn that day. I wish you had, but the point that you don't want to trigger war with Ul'dah, very valid point. That would be a fucking catastrophe for everybody. Leaving the banquet was tantamount to leaving you and yours for dead. Should you think me craven, I wouldn't hold it against you. Yeah, no, I do wish you had done more. I am very disappointed that you did not do more for us that day. But it makes sense why you did what you did. But I will make it up to you, this I swear. Come what may, know that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn can count on our cooperation. Good. Things are looking up then. The Crystal Braves may no longer answer to me, but that does not absolve me of responsibility. As commander, I am accountable for all the wrongs they have committed, all the havoc they have wreaked. You have already grown up a lot in the short time we've been on the run, Alphino. I'm glad you're pulling yourself together and trying to take responsibility for everything that's gone wrong. Even if it's not your fault, you definitely went in a little bit overly optimistic and underexperienced, and that was a huge contributor to everything going wrong. Hi! Hi! Sounds like you don't have many allies in Eorzea right now. Huh? Sounds like at least 2 of the city-states are against you, huh? You have some nerve showing your face here, traitor. I ought to haul you in for your crimes, and I would expect that you doubtless put up a fight, and I've been ordered not to bring conflict into town. Our priority is to protect the people, and we can't risk innocent bystanders getting hurt. If I were to find you anywhere else, though, you will not find me so lenient. Consider yourself warned. Coward. 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 I will end you someday. Oh, it will be very satisfying. Okay, let's go find our Doman contact. You know, it truly was a miracle for us that the Domans ended up working with us. Horrible the situations that led to this, given that they came here because their home was lost, but... Higiri, hello! Could she be the Doman contact of whom the Admiral spoke? Of course, it's Higiri! Mr. Satora, I knew in my heart that you were safe, but to see you again in the flesh... Words cannot well express my relief. Even as the victory feast was taking place, the Crystal Braves turned upon us and took the Rising Stones by force. Amid the chaos, some few of my compatriots and I were able to slip away unnoticed. Since then, we have remained in Revenant's Toll, keeping watch over the mutineers while awaiting your return. You have done well by us, and we Domans do not soon forget our debts. We swear to do all within our power to aid you. Thank you so much. Alright then. Next time on Final Fantasy XIV? We're gonna see what the Domans have been able to learn about Raubahn, Raubann's location. I'll see everyone next time for that.